From his failed marriage and family life to his GOAT status being called into question, here's why Tom Brady's coming out of retirement again. It's no secret that Brady's retired more than once in the past. I mean, King Tom retired for the first time on February 1st, 2022, but he later rejoined the NFL, signing with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And a few weeks ago, Brady retired yet again. He took to social media to announce his retirement, saying, "I know the process was a pretty big deal last time, so when I woke up this morning, I figured I'd just press record and let you guys know first."
Good morning, guys. I'll get to the point right away. I'm retiring for good.
He then acknowledged his slightly emotional retirement speech last year, continuing, "It won't be long-winded. You only get one super emotional retirement essay, and I used mine up last year. So really, thank you guys so much to every single one of you for supporting me."
I know the process was a pretty big deal last time, so when I woke up this morning, I figured I'd just press record and let you guys know first. So
Sources confirmed that this time, Tom's officially filed his official retirement papers, so things are looking a lot more permanent than last time. And it's been nearly a year since his first retirement, meaning it looks like it's for real this time. Well, not so fast. A couple of signs indicate that Brady might not be planning on staying retired for too much longer. In fact, you can probably expect the GOAT to be coming back to the field in a few months' time. Here's why. Brady recently took to social media to pose in nothing but his underwear. And at first glance, it might look like just a promotion for his brand. But if you dig a little deeper, you can see a few hints that Brady isn't done with football just yet. For instance, look at this guy's physique. He looks like he's in the prime of his life, ready for another season in the NFL. It also looks like he's seeking attention. Maybe he misses the limelight and is gonna do anything he can to get back into it. This might seem like a bit of a reach, but coupled with these next factors, the evidence is starting to pile up. Let's take a closer look at his podcast too. Recently, Brady had Jim Gray on his podcast, and it's safe to say Gray rinsed Brady when the subject of his retirement came up. I mean, Jim was telling Brady that he was both physically and mentally finished and could never play football at his age. And guess what? This podcast just so happened to take place during Super Bowl week. I mean, come on. If that's not enough motivation to get back on the field and cement his legacy even further, I don't know what is. It seems Brady's looking for excuses to get back into the sport and is willing to take public humiliation on his own podcast just to give him the kick in the ass that he needs to get back on the field. Oh, and here's another reason why Tom could be getting back on the field. He recently got divorced. That's right, Brady spent over a decade of his life punishing his body, sustaining bone-crushing hits, and sacrificing his family time, all to put bread on the table for his wife and kids, so that in a few years, he could kick back and relax with unlimited money in the bank. But now, all of that is gone. Brady's reason for retirement just isn't there anymore. Sure, he's got his kids, but he doesn't have that happy family that he was hoping for. I mean, he's even revealed that he doesn't have full custody of his kids. So he doesn't exactly have loads of responsibilities and a lot of extra time on his hands. And what's the best way to get over a breakup and a broken family? Hit the gym, or in Brady's case, get back to the NFL. I mean, what else has he got to do right now? Another motivating factor that could drive Brady back to the field and get his gear back on is that his GOAT status could be in jeopardy. You know exactly who I'm talking about. Patrick Mahomes. In recent years, Pat's been completely dominating the NFL. Won his second Super Bowl and his second MVP, all at the age of 27. I mean, if he carries on at this rate, he'll overtake Brady, and you know Brady can't have that. He's been widely recognized as the GOAT of the NFL from the moment he stepped on the field. And he's fiercely defended his GOAT status time and time again. So it's hard to imagine Brady sitting back and letting someone else swoop in and steal his GOAT designation. Who wouldn't want to see these two go up against one another? Old versus new. In a battle for the GOATs. What could be better than that? Come on, Brady, you know it makes sense. And considering all his spare time now, what's stopping him from coming back? If he does come back, it's likely that he'll try to sign with the Las Vegas Raiders, but the Bucs and the Patriots will always be his family. Both the Bucs and the Pats adored Brady as a player, leader, and friend. It's no secret that Brady's presence is missed by both teams ever since he retired. And either team would be happy to make room on their rosters and welcome him back. There's also the apparent uncertainty surrounding his future career prospects. For instance, NFL pundit Mike Carlson has suggested that he won't be able to transition into a commentary role too well, saying quarterbacks, as pundits, should be better because they can see the whole offense. Part of the problem is that you have to do the homework, and the only question is whether he will say something against a fellow professional. You've got to say it if everybody sees it.
Love to see Tom Brady having fun with what he's doing. You remember when he was like being carried off drunkenly off?
To be fair to Brady, he does have the opportunity to work as an NFL analyst after being offered a 10-year deal with Fox Sports, worth a staggering $375 million. It'd be hard for anyone to turn that down. But here's the thing. Brady has all the money in the world, and he was never in the sport for the money. So there's a good chance that he wouldn't exactly enjoy watching from the sidelines. And becoming an analyst might just make him jealous of all the boys that, get to play the sport that stole his heart over 3 decades ago. However, there's also the argument that coming back could ruin his legacy. I mean, what does everyone remember Brady for? Being the best player on the field, no matter the competition or conditions? No one can put it better than New England Patriots manager Bill Belichick, who, when reflecting on Brady's career, said he entered the NFL with little to no fanfare and leaves as the most successful player in league history. His relentless pursuit of excellence drove him on a daily basis. His work ethic and desire to win were both motivational and inspirational to teammates and coaches alike. On top of this, Brady's won every record there is to win. Most regular season wins? Yup. Most Super Bowl appearances? You bet. Top playoff games and wins? Too easy. Largest number of playoff yards and takedowns? Yeah, that's in the bag too. If he were to come back and not live up to these expectations, he might damage his legacy, and people might end up remembering him as just some player who played for too long, instead of the undisputed GOAT of the sport. So for the sake of his legacy, Brady might just be better off kicking his feet up and analyzing games for a few $100 million. Light work, right? So, from an empty home that's left him with nothing but football memories to look back on, to pressures from his peers and old teammates to get back in. That's why Tom Brady's coming out of retirement again.